everyone, welcome back. I'm Molly, I'm your yoga teacher and your PT. Today is class 2 of 4 in our Gifts of the Season, so Advent inspired series. Today's class is called Peace. It's going to be a nice, juicy, mellow hip and hamstring flow with some twists and spine stuff as well, per usual. But when I thought of peace, this is the sequence that came to mind. Again, if you are a Christian and you want to follow along with the idea of Advent, of waiting, of this season of yearning for Christ to return, this is great. I'm going to put a scripture memory down, or a scripture verse down below. If you're not, please continue to practice. We're not going to talk about it much, but just enjoy the hip and hamstring mellow flow ahead. You don't need any props, just your mat and your body, and then we'll get started. Today we're going to begin laying down on our backs in a Supta Kamasana shape. So soles of the feet together, knees are splayed wide. And then I want you to reach your arms overhead or bend your elbows and grab opposite elbows. We're going to just start out here with about 10 breaths to settle in. This feels like a lot for the hips. Please stack a block or pillow underneath each knee. Otherwise, just soften your breath and allow that to melt into your body as well. Feeling the inhales travel through your nose, down the back of your throat, and all the way down to your belly. Feeling the exhales soften your belly down and then travel out of your nose, or if you want even more of a release, out of your mouth. See if you can extend the length of each breath cycle. And as you do so, as you focus on the breath, let your body soften. Let the knees grow heavier down towards the earth. Two more breaths here. I want this class to be as peaceful as possible, so if anything is ever uncomfortable, please modify or pause and take your time. Good. Stack your left knee on top of your right, like you're closing a book page, and let the arms come to the top left corner of the mat. Take a breath in here, and take a breath out, upper body back to center, knees open wide. And then right knee stacks on top of left, arms migrate over to the right slightly. Deep breath in throughout the whole torso. And exhale back to center. Inhale, left knee over onto the right. Exhale back to center. And then breathe in, stack the right knee on top of left. Arms can shift slightly. And exhale back to center. Last time, left knee stacks on top of right like you're closing the page of a book. And take 3 breaths here. Twist feels super good, so we're going to incorporate a bit of that as well. If you want, your left wrist or your left hand can hold on to your right wrist. 2 more breaths. Back to center. Stack the right knee on top of left. Arms to the right corner of the mat. Right hand can grasp onto left wrist. 3 breaths. Slow and steady and full. Exhale back to center. Using your elbows and your arms for support, or without, come to a Supta or just a Konasana, so butterfly pose. Sitting onto your sit bones, placing a blanket underneath your pelvis if you need, in order to spill your pelvis open. Hands onto your ankles, and we'll move through some cat-cow. So inhale, think cow, really puff your chest forward, drop your head back, arc through the low spine. And then exhale, tuck chin into chest, round through the upper and mid back. Tailbone hugs into your navel. Inhale, cow. Big exhale releases you to cat. Keeping that slow, steady rhythm. Inhale to arch. Exhale to tuck and curl and round. 2 more with your own breath. Good. Now we're going to bring our necks into it. So as you inhale into your cow, bring your right ear to your right shoulder, open up through the left side of your neck. Let the head roll back gently. And then exhale. We're going to bring left ear to left shoulder as we round into our cat. Switching the direction, inhale left ear to left shoulder as you pull forward into cow. Dropping the head back slightly and lightly, and then exhale right ear to right shoulder, round into cat. Create a circle over to the right as you move your spine, and then over to the left as you round. Once more the other way. Breathe out. Good. Stack your spine, grow the crown of your head tall. And then close that book. So your left knee is going to stack over onto your right hand plants behind you, fingertips facing the back of the mat. Inhale, stretch your left bicep to frame your left ear. And then exhale, plant your left hand to match your right, facing the back of the mat. Knees are still stacked. Inhale, grow long through your spine. And exhale, stay. Inhale, side body stretch again. Left bicep frames left ear. And exhale, back to center, Kamasana, butterfly pose. Other side. So right knee stacks on top of left fingertips face backwards. Inhale, right bicep to frame the right ear. Big breath into the right lung. And then exhale, plant the right hand down, facing the back of the mat. Inhale to stretch forward. Exhale, stay. Inhale, side body stretch, lift the right arm. And exhale, find your butterfly pose, face the front of your mat. And then widen your feet, plant the soles of the feet on the mat. Hug your left arm in front of both shins over to the right side, and then twist open. Right fingertips back behind you for support. Inhale to grow the crown of the head tall. And then exhale to peel the right shoulder open a little more. One more breath like that. Good. Switching sides. So right forearm comes to hug in front of the shins. And then right hand on the left knee. Left hand behind you. Inhale. Grow tall. Exhale. Peel left shoulder open. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Come back to center. Bring your feet a little bit wider. Toes out, heels in. Push through your hands and find your Yogi squat, Malasana. So this is a whole lot. Feel free to stack pillows between your hips and heels. Or you can really just sit your sit bones onto a block or onto something supportive. And we're gonna, I know we took like an active version in our first class, we're gonna make this one really mellow. So if you want to drape your body forward, please do. If you want to sway from side to side, please do. You can take 2 more breaths here, just feeling your feet planting into the mat, finding some fluidity through the hip sockets, through your spine. And then now turn your toes in so your feet are parallel. And then lift your hips, but keep your belly planted onto your thighs. We're gonna find a really, really bent leg halfway lift. So spiral your inner thighs back, traction your fingers back, pull your heart forward. Keep belly onto thighs, create a long spine. Exhale, straighten into your legs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, really bend those knees. Exhale, fold, lift the hips higher, straighten into the knees. One more like that. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good, we'll move through circle chair. So find a slight bend in your knees. We're going to roll up the spine one segment at a time. Your arms and your upper body are really heavy. And then as you get to the top, your shoulders, your neck, your head is going to be the last to unfurl. And then hinge your hips back, bend your knees. Think about reaching your chest down towards your thighs again. Also, just don't overthink it. So the point is to undulate through your spine, find some freedom and fluidity. Opening up, and then folding back down. 3 more cycles of circle chair. If you want to go straight forward, you can. If you want to go to the side, you can. Whatever feels good. Last breath in. Last breath out, forward fold. If you're at the very top of your mat, take a little half step back. And then toes out, heels in, find your Malasana again. Take just a couple sways side to side. And then your right knee is going to come to the outer left edge of the mat. Your body's going to open up to the left. Find a modified side plank as you stretch your left limbs nice and long. Take a breath in here to puff up the left lung. And then breathe out. Fold your body on the inside of the left thigh. Find a modified half split. So now we're facing the back of the mat. Left hand is planted. Right hand opens up. All the while the right kneecap is pointing to the left. Stay for one more inhale. And then exhale, body folds back to the front of the mat. Inhale, modified side plank. Step your left foot in slightly. Bend into the left knee. And then body comes to face the left edge of the mat. Inhale, grow the chest forward. Exhale, sit your hips back to your heels. So finding a nice inner thigh stretch along the left groin. Inhale and exhale. Good, we're going to move into a modified side angle. Left toes face backwards, left hand is on the inside of the left foot. Inhale, reach right hand high. Pelvis opens up to this side. Good, and then exhale, circle the right arm to face the back of the mat. Straighten the right leg behind you, lift the right leg up. Your left hand is on the inside of your left foot. We're going to move into a full lizard. So if you want to stay elevated on your palms, you can. If you want to use a bolster underneath your elbows, you can. Otherwise, we're going to sink all the way down, forearms to the mat. Keep the right knee lifted. Feel free to shift your weight forwards and backwards, just lubricating through the hip joint. If you want to find stillness, please do. And all of us, I want us to energetically think about flicking our tailbone back behind us and reaching our chest forward. Just to create a bit more length through the spine. 2 more breaths. Good, lower right knee down. Heel toe the left foot in slightly. Inhale into Untitled low lunge. So hips sink forward, arms reach back behind you. And then exhale, Hanumanasana half splits. No hands for support if you can help it. So arms swing back behind you, straighten into the left knee. Peek at the hips, make sure they're not opening up to the side, nice and neutral. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Open your heart. And exhale, half splits. Lengthen through the back body, through the hamstrings. Keep a bend in the left knee. Just slightly. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. And exhale, half splits. Tuck the back toes if they aren't already. Inhale into the Crescent Lunge. So right knee lifts this time. Left knee tracks over left big toe. Roll the right hip forward. Plug the left hip back. And then we're going to find a reverse prayer grip if you can. So hands are in a prayer position, but right behind your body. So finding some internal rotation through the shoulders. Inhale here. Grow expansive across the collarbones. And then exhale, fold into kind of a power lunge shape. So your body is diagonal, your trunk is. Inhale, lift up to crescent high lunge. Keep the arms as they are. Exhale, fold forward. One more just like that. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Good. Swivel right heel down. Release the grip of the hands. Find it interlaced behind the back. Right thumb on top. So your legs are in a warrior shape. Inhale here. And then exhale, humble warrior. Fold your body on the inside of your left knee. Skull reaches heavy down towards the earth. Wrap that left hip, left sit bone underneath you. 3 breaths. If you need to bend into your elbows, please do. But try to keep the palms pressing in towards each other. 2 breaths. Really feeling that left inner thigh stretch. For 1. Good, swivel back onto the ball of the right toe. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, eagle arms. Right arm wraps underneath left. Elbows shooting forward, separating the shoulder blades behind you. Inhale, open heart up to the sky. Feel a stretch along the top of the right hip flexor. And then exhale, fold your front half, the top half of your body down. Wide-legged forward fold. So pivoting the toes in, the heels out. Facing the long edge of your mat. Inhale to roll up your spine. Keeping the eagle arms. Exhale, press the hips forward. Reach the fingertips back. Good. Inhale, grow tall again. Straighten. And exhale, finally fold for a few into your wide-legged forward fold. And we're going to sway the arms side to side. Shifting weight slightly into one foot and then the other. Gentle and mellow. Let each breath be a little release of something. And let each inhale bring you a little more peace. Slowly, with ease, unwrap your arms, plant the right hand down, inhale, twist open to the left in your wide-legged forward fold. Exhale, left hand plants. Inhale, right hand reaches. Exhale, lower, swap them out one more time over to the left. And then as that left arm comes down, let the momentum carry you to the front of your mat. All 10 toes are going to face forward. And then left hand is going to plant, all 10 toes face the right as you lower into your revolved Skandasana. So left hip to the mat, right hand behind you. Inhale, lift the left hip from the mat. Arc through your body, right arm overhead. And then exhale, lower back down. Plant the sole of your right foot. Open your body to face the back of the mat. And then twist open to the right. And so left forearm is somewhere along the outside of the right knee, right arm behind you for support. Take a breath in, and take a breath out. Find half go Mukasana legs. So the right knee is going to now flatten down on top of the left. Left leg remains straight. Inhale, halfway lift. Create some length through your spine, and then exhale, fold. Hands can reach for the left foot. Forearm drops down towards right knee. Really feeling this along the left hamstring, left IT band area. And a bit of the outer right glute as well. 2 more breaths. Good. Slowly rise back up. Bend your left knee. So find full Mukasana with the legs, cow face pose, and then roll over your knees towards the back of the mat. Keep your legs crossed and we'll find cat-cow. Inhale to cow, drop the belly, lift the tail. Exhale, curl into cat. Hug your front body to your back body. Inhale, open up to cow. Exhale, round into cat. 3 more with your own pace. If you're with me, last inhale, last exhale. Good. Sit your hips back towards your heels again. And then twist open to the right, keeping Mukasana legs, stacking knees. If you need it more intense, you're going to straighten, parallel your shins and flex your feet. If you need it less intense like me, we're going to hug our heels in towards our body. And then twist your body over to the left, letting that momentum carry you to Malasana at the top of your mat. And just sway side to side. Shifting weight from ball of foot to heel of foot and vice versa. Good, and then toes in to parallel. We'll find 3 halfway lifts just like we did before with the knees super bent. So inhale, straighten through your spine. Send your inner thighs back. Separate your sit bones. Exhale, fold. Straighten. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and straighten. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Good, circle chair 3 times. Slight bend in your knees, lift your spine, stack nice and easy. And then hinge at your hips. Unfurl everything, folding down. Arms are heavy, 2 more. Last one here. Big exhale out of your mouth releases you down. Again, if you're at the very top of your mat, take a little half step back, toes in, heels out. Find your yogi squat and just release here for a few breaths. Whatever motion or stillness you need, whatever posture you need. One more breath here. And then we'll move to the other side. So left knee is going to come across the mat to the right edge. And then extend your right leg back behind you, modified side plank, right arm overhead. Take a breath in to fill up the right lung. And then breathe out, arm circle in front of the body to the back of the mat. Modified half splits. Right hand on the inside of the right knee. Inhale, open the left fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, stay. Feel the stretch on the right adductor. Inhale. Exhale, left hand plants at the front of the mat again. Inhale, modified side plank. Press the right hip bone forward. Feel that right hip flexor. And then step the right foot in slightly. Bend the right knee. Arms come in front of the body. Inhale, stretch the crown of the head forward. And then exhale, sink hips back towards heels. Again, feeling that nice growing stretch on the right side. One more inhale here. One more exhale. Right toes face the back of the mat, setting up for modified side angle right hand plants. Inhale, left arm up overhead, either to the ceiling or to the wall behind you. Scoop your right sit bone underneath your body. Take one more breath in. And then exhale, both hands plant inside the right foot. Left toes tuck, left knee lifts. Setting up for whatever lizard variation you want to take today. So again, you can stack props underneath your elbows or underneath your left hip. You can stay up on your palms. You can shift forward and backwards, or if you'd like, lower your elbows down to the mat. Almost done, about 5 or 6 breaths here. See if you can flick tailbone up towards sky, broaden through collarbones, but sink the left hip heavy down towards the mat for 3 more breaths. Next inhale lifts you back up, hands plant, left knee lowers, heel toe the right foot in slightly. Breathe in, Anjaneyasana, low lunge, arms overhead, left hip sinks to the mat. And then exhale, straighten right knee, half splits, arms swing behind you. Bend into the right knee as much as you need. Inhale your low lunge, hip flexor stretch, heart opener, and then exhale, half splits. Back body lengthens. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Tuck the back toes if they aren't. Pop the left heel, the left knee off the mat. Inhale, crescent lunge. Bending into the right knee. Plugging the femur into the body as you wrap your left hip forward. And then hands, if you want, can find a reverse prayer position, so it looks like this. Behind your body. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, fold the torso down diagonally. Inhale, press through the right heel to stand up again. Exhale, fold. Feeling the right glute engage and then stretch. Breathe in to straighten. Breathe out to fold. And then left heel swivels down, hands interlace behind your back, left thumb on top. Legs are in a warrior shape, inhale. Really separate the front of the shoulders. And then exhale, humble warrior. Body folds and drapes on the inside of the right knee. Scoop that right sit bone underneath your body. Bend as much as you need into the elbows to keep the palms pressing together. 3 more breaths. Pop back onto the ball of the left foot. Lift your body up, stay in that lunge position. And then eagle arms left, arm underneath right. Take a breath in to lift your elbows up to the sky. Feel the sensation on the front of the left hip. And then exhale, fold. Let the arms carry you to a wide-legged forward fold facing the long edge of the mat. Toes in slightly. Inhale, lift up all the way to stand. And then exhale, press your hips forward. Reach your fingertips back behind you. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, finally release fully into your fold. Option to sway side to side gently. If that feels good, I think it feels great. 4 more breaths. Let the sides of your neck lengthen and release. Last inhale. Exhale out of your mouth, release as you undo the clasp of your hands. Left hand plants, inhale, reach the right fingertips high, find your twist. Exhale back to center, swap it out, right hand plants. Breathe in, open up to the left. Exhale back down. One more time, over to the right. And then let the right arm momentum carry you to the front of the mat, toes face forward. And then toes face over to the left, revolved Skandasana, lowering the right hip down towards the mat. Press through the blade edge of the right foot and the right hand. Lift your right hip from the mat. And then release it again. Plant the left foot instead of the blade. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, twist, hooking right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Take a breath in, plant both sit bones. Take a breath out, twist open. Good, now lower left knee to stack on top of right. Finding that Mukasana single leg stretch. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Give it a wiggle. And then exhale, fold the body down. Hands can clasp onto right foot. Forehead can rest onto left knee. Feel this a ton in my IT band area, so my lateral, quad, and hamstring on the right side. 2 breaths here. Good. Next breath in, lift your body up. Then bend the right knee so you find the Mukasana in both legs. Again, parallel the shins if you need more sensation, or curl the heels in if you need less. And then walk your hands forward. Find tabletop with your crossed legs. 5 cat-cows here. Close your eyes and feel into your body. No cues needed. You know what to do. Last exhale. Sit your hips down onto the mat. Brief pause in our Mukasana. Lift your spine nice and tall. And then exhale, twist open to the left. Left hand behind you for support. Breathe in to create length through each spinal segment. Breathe out to peel the left shoulder open more. Good, now twist over, counter twist to the right side, and then let that momentum carry you to Malasana at the top of your mat, planting your right foot down. Nice job. Right hand plants on the mat towards the right foot. Inhale, sweep left arm open to sky. And then option to find a bind, wrapping the right arm in front of the right shin, left arm behind the back. A little twisting action. 3 breaths. So you can spike into the heels. Don't dump fully into the pelvis. Gaze and left shoulder can go towards the sky. 2 breaths. Good. Next exhale, release. We'll switch sides. Left hand on the outside of the left foot. And then option to find the bind or just twist the right arm open to the sky. Whatever feels good. Three more breaths. Last inhale. And exhale. Drape your body down, reach your fingertips forward. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Letting the back of the heart soften. I feel like I could stay here forever. As you're ready, slowly lower down onto your bottom. Scoot your hips forward slightly, and then release down onto your back. Just let the feet come out wide, the knees knock in towards center for a few breaths. Letting the low back slowly melt into the mat instead of moving into our next pose. Good, now as you're ready, kneecaps to the sky, right ankle crosses over left, Recline Pigeon. So you're creating a figure 4 shape with your legs. You can stay here, or pick your left knee in towards your body. I want you to interlace your fingers on the front of your left shin. And see if you can engage the right glute to pull the right knee out towards the side, deepening the stretch. Good. Now keep your left leg and your arms as they are. Straighten the right leg, punch the heel towards the sky. A little bit of an active hamstring engagement, or engaging the quads to stretch the hamstrings. One more breath here. And then lower that straight right leg down to the mat. Find a supine twist. So bring the left knee over to the right side. Both shoulder blades are planted onto the mat. Left fingertips stretch out to the side and gaze follows. 5, 6 breaths here. Feeling that final wonderful feeling of the twist, of the hip opening. More cycles. Hopefully starting to slow down a bit. Just inhale. And exhale. Roll back to center. Knock your knees in. And just feel the difference from before. Feel the difference from left to right. Tuning into these little micro sensations to stay present. To find our peace, we're going to even out our sides, kneecaps to the sky, right foot plants, and then cross left ankle over right knee. Option to stay here in your reclined pigeon. Or if you're able, I want you to interlace your fingers in front of the right shin, hugging knees in toward the body more. Lengthen the tailbone down to the mat. Engage the left glute to pull the left knee out to the side more. Roll at the ankles if that feels good. Keep your right leg and your arms as they are. On your next inhale, straighten left leg. Press and stamp that heel up towards the sky. So we're only stretching the hamstrings as much as our body will actively allow it. 2 breaths. Good. Slowly lower that straight left leg down to the mat. Hug right knee into body. And then supine twist. Bring it over to the left side. Gaze follows the right fingertips outwards. Plant both shoulder blades. Really wring out the body into this twist. Three more cycles. Final inhale. And the exhale rolls you onto your back, feet out wide, knees in center, hands on your belly, or your hips or anywhere along your body. Close your eyes down if they aren't already. And just bask in this feeling of peace and equanimity for now. Finding gratitude for the fact that we can return to this peace. Depending on what you believe, we can find it in our God, in our practice, in our own internal selves. It is there if we pay attention. Option 2, release into Savasana. Any final stretches you want to take, otherwise slowly roll onto your side. Take a breath here. And come to a seated posture, legs crossed. Hands on our knees. We'll take one more inhale together. Think cow with the spine. Dropping the head back slightly. Big releasing exhale out of our mouth. Hands meet at heart or third eye. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Woo, I could take a nap now. That was lovely. I hope you enjoyed the hips, the hammies, the twists, all that mellow goodness. And I hope you just found a few minutes of peace here in this practice. If you did, please share it with others so they can join alongside us. And then I'll see you for the next 2 classes in this series. Bye, guys.